I was just thinking, wow, is it my turn to die? Is this my last hour? I didn't say goodbye to my wife. My little kids. Is that the end of life?
2 months after being stabbed by a pupil, Vincent Uzomah was in court today to see his attacker sentenced to 11 years. The chemistry teacher was spared giving evidence because the 14-year-old pleaded guilty early on. But what happened in June is still fresh in his mind.
This boy was fiddling with his mobile phone, and the school policy was that mobile phone should not be used in the class. So I reminded him of the school policy. It's just at the very beginning of the lesson, and I never knew. All I heard is somebody that turned around and hit my tummy. Initially, I didn't know it was knife until he pulled it out. I saw a very long knife that came out of my tummy. That's when I realized, this boy had stabbed me. I shouted, "Oh, you stabbed me!" So he ran out of the class. Then I looked around for help, and there was nobody around. And I felt if I continue staying in the classroom, probably the worst may happen, because I started feeling cold inside me. So I held it tightly and started running towards the reception.
What were the children doing?
The children there, they were screaming and shouting. Some were running alongside with me, shouting, "Help, sir! Sir is stabbed. Help, sir."
Did you think you were going to die?
I was just worried, and I was just shouting, "Blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus." I was just praying, "God, don't let me die, don't let me die." I was really frightened.
Today, the judge highlighted the boy's racist abuse of his teacher at the time of the attack. But when we met, that wasn't something Mr. Uzomah dwelt on.
I see him as somebody who has a disturbed life. And I feel the pain which impacted on my life and the life of my family. But sometimes at the back of my mind, I also feel for him, because probably that's what he knew about life, violence.
Do you think, sort of what if, that it could have been worse?
He didn't measure where he was going to put the knife. He just stabbed my tummy. The knife could have gone through my heart, through the arteries. It could have destroyed major organs. I've forgiven him, but my worry is he should learn from this incident and rebuild his life. Think of his future life.
The boy's arrest in Bradford 6 hours after the attack was filmed by a passerby. He'd already taken to social media to boast of what he'd done.
He put up on a Facebook that a teacher was getting funny and he sticked a knife in his tummy. And, few hours after he put that up, 8 people liked it. Presumably their children or his friends. By the following day, Friday evening, 36 people liked it.
How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel that the society is drifting away from the normal way of life. And if things are not really put in place to correct this, it might keep getting worse. This boy had his knife in his jacket and nobody knew, So it could happen to anyone else.
Would you ever have had any idea, any inkling that the boy would have done this to you?
He told his friend that he's going to stab me that day. So all I could remember is the lesson I had with them before. This particular boy gave me his report card. And he didn't do much work. He didn't behave. And at the end of the lesson, I put in his report card, I gave him 3. 1 being, outstanding performance, good work output. 4 means unacceptable behavior, unacceptable work. He just, snapped his card out of my hand, walking out of the door and swearing and using swear words, just being rude.
In April last year, another teacher, Anne Maguire, was attacked by a pupil at a school in nearby Leeds. She died of her injuries. Nobody teaching in a classroom could help but be affected by her death. It
made me scared. It made me got worried. about what the society is turning into. But within 2 years, it has happened twice. Who knows what will happen next year, next month, next 2 years?
Has it put you off teaching? Do you think you'll go back?
The way I'm feeling at the moment, I don't think I can step into classroom at this moment, in time.
Because it's too traumatic.
Yes, but I believe with time I'll get over it. I love teaching. I love helping young people. I love building young people.
And what about the impact it's had on the rest of your family? Do you look at them in a different way now?
I could have died that day. Now this time around, I make sure I maximize the time I spend with them.
Your family?
Yes, my family. I make sure I love my wife to the utmost. Make sure, I give them my time, my love.
When are you having your darkest moments, those moments when you relive what happened?
Happens all the time. I'll go to the park, see some kids looking similar like the boy that stabbed me.
You feel frightened?
Yeah, for sure it's there. I feel to protect myself. It's really not a good feeling, to be honest. It's not a good feeling, but I believe with time I will get over it.